Alright, so today we're going to look at the recently released quarter scale Warrior aka Ram Predator by NECA. This thing stands approximately 20.5 inches, right in that approximate range. So it's about an inch and a half taller than the previous classic released quarter scales. And basically I think it's just a little taller simply because of the new articulation in the hips and whatnot. So it just makes it a little taller, which is fine with me. You know, 20.5 inches tall, that's just who gets an action figure with all this detail and articulation, 20.5 inches tall. And you know, it's just crazy. But so here he is. You can see here, it's just a beautiful looking figure. And I got to tell you, you know, NECA produced another winner here. So it does come with a couple of accessories here. So we'll go ahead and point that out for you real quick. It does come with a spear, but it's not extended. It is collapsed, but it's very nice. The detail on it is fantastic. Check that out. Now the paint apps on this bugger are just a little off, but you know what? I'm not picky. So you can see that the quality and the detail they put into this. It's a shame it wasn't extended. You know, I wish it was. But luckily we got another one which we'll be taking a look at here soon that does come with an extending spear. Very cool. Nice detail. Looks very realistic. And it comes with an additional hand as well for his right hand, or his left hand. Sorry, this is his left hand. I am just on top of it today. So it's an open hand, open grip, as you can see. Very nice, gloved looking clawed hand. Fine detail in there. Yeah, it's just amazing. And it's a simple little ball joint. Pop this one off, plug the other one on, or whatever. Very cool. Alright, so here he is holding the spear. And just an FYI, take your time, because this plastic that they use to make these hands is very stiff. So when you're pushing in there, spin it a little bit, work it in, take your time, don't force it, or you're probably going to snap like the pinky off, or maybe, you know, snap the whole back of the hand, because it is putting a lot of pressure in there. But once you get it in there and leave it in there, it is removable. You know, it kind of like warps the hand open a little bit better. So yes, just definitely take your time putting that in there. It is a very tight fit indeed. So on the right hand here, they give you a closed fist where his blades are, and unfortunately they didn't give you the open gripping hand that can hold the smart disc. So maybe we'll get lucky and NECA will release a little extra goodie and send them out to the people who purchase this and have that, because basically what happens now is they give you the accessory here, the smart disc, and you can't hold it. I mean, I'm sure you can finagle it with this hand here and kind of make it, or maybe the gripped hand over here, get them to hold it a little bit. But I think it was just an oops, and they forgot to give us the extra hand for this. So it's just more or less just an extra accessory that's going to stay in here. And for this here, this took me a second, the smart disc, to get into this here. It took me a minute, but this is very pliable and rubbery where it holds the smart disc. So you can get it in there. As you can see, it's in there quite well. It's not going to fall out anytime soon. It's in there deep. So it does hold it just fine. You just got to work it in there. But so yeah. All right, so for the head, I got to tell you, man, this thing looks fantastic. They did an outstanding job making this mask in a quarter scale size. It's just fantastic looking. It's so realistic. The metallic, the shine, the battle damage detail on it is just outstanding. You can see the alien writing along the side here, and all the damage and whatnot. Like over here, you can see some gouging and everything. It's just a fantastic looking mold. Individual dreadlocks, which is a plus. I like that. Got the beads and everything on there. Highly detailed. Perfectly articulated too. It's on a ball joint, so you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. It's very, very well done. And then this plasma caster here. Very simple, basic. It's on a little ball joint up under here, right there, and then it spins around, and you just basically comes separate in the packaging, and you just, in his shoulder here, where you can see where my finger is here, this is actually quite rubbery and flexible. No worry about breaking that. You just spread that apart a little bit with your fingers, and then pop that in there without any issue, and it'll slide right in there. And then when you're moving it back and forth, just wiggle it. Always wiggle it, because if not, you're going to snap it, because it's just a simple little plastic gray bar in there. So make sure You wiggle it just like this when you're trying to move it around. And then you can just move this to the back and leave it right there, and it'll sit and look nice. Very cool. For the armor, I mean, wow, just amazing. You can see the armor up here, very flexible, highly detailed. I mean, this is just simply amazing. You got the shoulder piece here, which looks real. I don't know if my camera's going to pick that up, but it looks real. It's rubbery, but man, in person it looks absolutely real, like real metal. And then across the chest here, he's got a nice little, I don't know, little logo thing there. And then across here, some nice detail. And then over on this shoulder again as well, some nice armor plating. Very well done. And then of course it goes all the way to the back here, where you can see everything here. Like, I don't know if that's a cleaner kit or an energy. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can see it goes all the way down to the middle of his back, which is very well done. Just perfect paint apps on this thing. I mean, you can't ask for more when it comes to a figure this size. It just doesn't get any better. For the waist and thighs here, you can see where he's got the armor set in here. He's got this little protective little thing here. It's kind of tight. You could restring that just a little bit if you want. I kind of just like to leave things as they are, just because I like to keep them original. But you can see the nice fine detail they put in here on the thigh armor here as well. And then of course on the back here, it's got this thing, which, you know, it looks kind of cool, but like I said again, it's very revealing. Yeah, so if you want to restring that, you know, you could restring it a little bit, or you could spin it around, put this one in the front and put the other one in the back here. But yeah, very cool. I like what they did here with this as well. And on the bottom of the legs here, you can see where they got some elastic put on the back of these knee coverings here, this knee armor for the double knee joints that they put in, which is very nice. And you can kind of move them around and be a little bit more flexible with them. So if you're bending the knees and trying to pose this guy, it's very cool because the elastic will move with your positioning of how you want to do that. Very cool. And it doesn't really do anything to the real meshing that, you know, that's traditional with these quarter scale Predators that NECA does. But overall, it's very nice. Just a well done, well sculpted looking armor detail on there. Just simply amazing. I love it. So good job, NECA. So for articulation, it's got everything and more that you can ask for articulation. Ball joint at the head, up and down, spin, rotate at the shoulders, up and down at the elbow, and a spin as well. Kind of move down here. Ball jointed on the wrist here. Very nice. So you got all kinds of posability. Of course, it does spin and move at the waist. It's a little bit of a ball joint in there as well. And of course, with the new articulation they've added to these quarter scale figures, you get ball joints up inside here and his hips, so you can just do all kinds of posing. So they eliminated the mid-thigh swivel, which is kind of cool. Double knee joints and a spin right here, so you can spin the whole thing as well with the joint, so you don't need that thigh joint. But double knee joints and ball joints at the feet. Very nice. I love the new articulation. I love just everything about these quarter scales, what they're doing with these. Amazing. Size comparison, we have the quarter scale Ram, then the Gort Predator on your right, and then we'll scroll down here and you can see we have the Hot Toys Samurai Predator, which is a 6 scale, and then of course we have the original Ram Predator, which is the 7-inch variation. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Man, that makes for a great display photo, doesn't it? Very awesome. So there you go, everybody. That's the Warrior Predator 2 quarter scale figure made by NECA. Big shout out to my bro Mitch Santona for the hookup. Man, you are the best. I got something coming back at you, buddy. But anyway, do I recommend this thing? Absolutely, I recommend this. Absolutely. If you collect Predator, you absolutely need a quarter scale Predator in your collection, your action figure collection. Yes, NECA is definitely, they do the best. There's no other Predator. I mean, yes, you got Hot Toys out there, but for more bang for your buck, man, NECA is the way to go. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.